Welcome to the Visually Logical podcast, where you'll learn how to use Logic Pro with the Apple built-in screen reader, VoiceOver. Our host is Antonio De Lillis.
Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Very short tutorial today. Let me show you how in Logic Pro we can play only a specific portion / selection and then stops. That's what we want to do. Play and then stop at the end of that selection. That's how we do it, all right? In just a couple of steps. Before that, let me show you. We have
track 1 0
different tracks, stems, they all start.
Track 1 bar 1 beat 1 division 1 tick.
At bar 1.
162 bars 1 beat 1 division 6 ticks.
Okay. Now, we need to use the Marquee tool. Logic doesn't speak this, but if you press Command, Shift, and backslash, and now you check with Control Home and End.
1 bar 1 beat 1 selection end. 1 bar 1 beat 1 selection end. 162 bars 1 beat 1 division 6 ticks.
Did you hear that selection end? So I was doing Control Home.
1 bar 1 beat 1 division 1 tick.
And then Control End.
162 bars 1 beat 1 division 6 ticks.
Now it didn't say it, but basically now we are in the Marquee tool, which just selects the region. And because the region is super long, actually it has the length of the entire song, it just has selected everything. What if I want to play only from bar 20 to 22? So I need to put my playhead there.
159 bars, 18 bars, 20 bars, 1 beat, 1 division, 1 tick.
Here I am. Imagine you want to trim the region with Command and left bracket, but because we are in the Marquee tool, we are not trimming anything. We are just shortening the selection of the Marquee tool. And then if I go to bar 22.
21 bars, 1 beat, 22 bars, 1 beat, 1 division, 1 tick.
Like this. And then I press Command and right arrow. Now I have, if I check with Control Home.
20 bars, 1 beat, 1 division, 1 tick.
And Control End.
22 bars, 1 beat, 1 division, 1 tick.
I have the Marquee tool selecting only those 2 bars from 20 to 22. And now if I press play, and if I'm lucky, you will hear only those 2 bars and then Logic will stop playing. Let's find out. And it stops, okay? And that's how you do it. Now, caveat here, and this is really, really, really important. Now that Marquee tool is selected, if you copy, paste, delete, cut, etc., you are applying the thing to the entire selection. Imagine you have 46 tracks, all of them will receive the same treatment. So be extremely careful. Once you've finished, if you're using this tool only to listen to that specific portion, do not forget to then press Option Shift D. Not Command, Option, Shift D for Delta. That is the command that deselects all, okay? And now if I press play, it doesn't stop, it goes on and on and on and on until I stop it, and I'll stop it there, right? Do not forget, so 2 key commands to learn. Command Shift backslash to trigger the Marquee tool. To trim the selection of that Marquee tool, Command right bracket and left bracket. And then once you're done, Option Shift D to deselect everything and go back to normal. Okay, that's all for today, everybody. I hope it was helpful, and until next time, goodbye.
Thanks for joining us on our podcast. We hope you found our content insightful and thought-provoking. Before we go, we'd like to thank all our listeners for their invaluable support. If you enjoyed our podcast and want to contribute to its growth, please consider making a donation via PayPal to delilisantonio@gmail.com. That's D for Delta, E for Echo, L for Lima, I for India, L for Lima, L for Lima, I for India, S for Sierra, A for Alpha, N for November, T for Tango, O for Oscar, N for November, I for India, O for Oscar @gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening.